Welcome to La Canoe-Kayak for the 2021 ICF Canoe Slalom World Cup. It's the third round of 4 in this competition as we crown the World Cup champion of 2021. And of course, it's extreme slalom time. It is the newest addition to the canoe slalom program, which will make its debut at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. Head-to-head racing. And well, it is exciting stuff here at this fantastic venue, iconic venue, built for the 1992 Barcelona Olympic Games. Perfect weather conditions here for competition here in the Spanish Pyrenees. 27 degrees, barely a cloud in sight. And we're all set for some head-to-head racing. We had the time trials yesterday, which is part of the extreme slalom, and that sets the seeding for the competition. And here's the information. We have 8 gates, so 2 upstream gates, and we actually have 4 downstream gates, and it is quarter-finals time. So we're down to the last 16, and we start with the women's quarter-finals. Then we'll go on straight away to the men's quarter-finals. Work our way through the semi-finals, and of course then into the finals, and we'll to see who takes the maximum points in this competition. So the boats slightly different from the traditional canoe slalom. Then they're more robust, more recreational boats, 18 kilogram a minimum weight. They're shorter, slightly wider, and here is our start list. So 4 quarter-final competitions here in this women's quarter-final, and it's simple. The first 2 in each round go through into the semi-final. So it's an interesting proposition here. The rules are simple. You're allowed contact, but you must be reasonable. You must keep your hands on your paddle at all times. And you have a choice. The upstream gates, there's a choice of a left hand and a right hand. You can do either of the gates on each of the sections. So an upstream at the top, upstream at the bottom. But let's introduce our first athletes. So we just saw Anna Shatila there being introduced wearing bib number 17. Now wearing bib number 8, Martina Satkova. Teresa Fisarova wearing bib number 1. She qualified through in those time trials. That's the top seed, so she gets to choose the lane, and she's chosen that lane in the middle. And then we have Spanish favourite Nuria Villarubla, already has been on the podium today from the women's canoe event, wearing bib number 9. So we are racing the first of our quarter-final runs, and it looks like Martina Satkova has got a great start for the Czech Republic. It's Czech Republic against Czech Republic. Fisarova looks like she's been ruled out. She's having to go around again, I think. But Satkova gets a great start, wearing bib number 8, and is on her way through to a semi-final. And now it is bib number 9, Villarubla of Spain, coming through gate 3. Then we find it is Anna Shatila of Brazil. And one of the favourites, Teresa Fisarova of the Czech Republic, has a lot to do. Remember, the top 2 will qualify through into the semi-final. Here's the roll gate. The athletes must roll a full 360 degrees, so they must come up the different side to where they went down, otherwise they'll be disqualified. So at the moment, there are no penalties showing for the athletes. They're allowed to hit the gates. And it looks like it is Martina Satkova for the Czech Republic, comfortably through into the semi-final. And Anna Shatila of Brazil, wearing bib number 17 there, is our second qualifier. So there we have it, our winner, Martina Satkova for the Czech Republic. So she was seeded number 8 in that time trial. And, well, we'll have to see who else qualifies. And it is all around, remember, in the semi-final. The fastest from the time trial will get the chance to choose their lane in the semi-final. So Satkova got a great start, never really looked back. So let's watch here, bib number 1, Fisarova of the Czech Republic in the yellow helmet. this is where her problem started. She had to go round. Well, in fact, she went across to the other upstream gate to make sure she was classified and not eliminated, but it was too much to recover from there. And Satkova and Shatila were our first qualifiers into this, the Extreme Slalom World Cup semi-final. So straight away into the second of the 4 quarterfinals here in this Women's Extreme Slalom World Cup. It's round 3 of 4. And in the overall standings, then, interestingly enough, it's wide open because current leader Krylova of Russian Federation is not here. Karina Kundler of Austria, she is here racing, but she's not doing the Extreme Slalom. Fiona Penny eliminated in the heats, so it's wide open to get some World Cup points. So we've just seen Kimberly Woods being introduced as bib number 5 for Great Britain. Here, Miran Lazcano for Spain, wearing bib number 4. So you can see they've chosen the middle lanes. It seems on the start you can really get pushed out towards the rocks. Camille Prigent of France wearing bib number 12. And then, in addition, we have Avi Liebfarth, bib number 20 for the United States. They're under starters' orders. Go, the second round of the quarterfinals now. And those 2 middle lanes showing the advantage again. As we see Woods of Great Britain leading the way in the orange boat, bib number 5. It's Lazcano of Spain, bib number 4. And there's a lot of tussling going on. Who has come out well out of that mix? Well, it is still Woods of Great Britain, but Avi Liebfarth has had a great storming run and is now leading for the United States of America. So bib number 20, Avi Liebfarth coming up to the roll zone. Woods in seconds, Lazcano in third, and it is Prigent in fourth at the moment. So now coming down the course into the final upstream gate. Woods goes into the final upstream gate first, and she comes out first. So Woods of Great Britain is going to go through into the semi-final, and it looks like it will be Avi Liebfarth of the United States joining her. Just wait for confirmation of that result. But, well, Avi Liebfarth came from nowhere on that first upstream gate, and she held on to it to qualify through in second place. There's the result. Kimberly Woods of Great Britain goes through. Bib number 5, Avi Liebfarth from the United States through. And eliminated at this stage of the competition, Miran Lazcano of Spain and Camille Prigent of France. Here's the all too critical start. And you can see the outside lanes just get a little bit squeezed out. It's quite narrow just after you've landed into the water. But of course, it's all about the choice from the seeding, but that is where Avi Liebfarth produced that stunning performance to get into contention and qualify through into the semi-final. So lots of close contact, particularly at the start of the competition, at the start of the run. Let's just watch as we see that's the roll zone, about 2/3 distance down the course. The full roll required, but we're halfway through the quarterfinals now of the women's extreme slalom competition, and here's the bottom half of the draw, the second 2 quarterfinals. Caroline Trompeter effectively is the virtual race leader of the World Cup competition overall, because she was lying in 3rd place, and she's the only one of the top 3 who's competing in this race. But of course, next weekend, it's double points. But let's focus on this 3rd quarterfinal race in the women's extreme slalom here. First up, bib number 30, Sona Stanovska of Slovakia. Then Naya Soribas of Spain, wearing bib number 22. Caroline Trompeter of Germany, wearing bib number 19, lying third in the rankings, and this is an opportunity to move up the World Cup rankings overall. And finally, bib number 27, Alja Kozarog of Slovenia. So once again, the second from the right, as we look at it, has been chosen as the preferred lane by the fastest seeded. And we're racing, let's see what happens. Well, it's a great start for Caroline Trompeter of Germany, closely followed by Laia Sorribes of Spain. Now into the first upstream, can anyone sneak ahead? No, sticking to form at the moment. Trompeter leads ahead of Sorribes at the moment and opening up a gap as they come under the bridge. So Kozarog of Slovenia in third, Stanovska for Slovakia in fourth as we approach the roll gate section. So Trompeter will go under the roll gate first for Germany, then Sorribes of Spain goes second, and it'll be Sona Stanovska has made up some time. Let's have a look. Well, we've got Sorribes and Trompeter going in for the same gate, having a bit of a tussle, coming out together, and it may well be Sorribes that snatches it on the line. It is indeed. Sorribes snatches it, I think, from Trompeter. Those two will go through to the next round, to that semi-final. And at this stage of the competition, it will be Alja Kozarog and Sona Stanovska eliminated at this stage. Their confirmation, Laia Sorribes of Spain snatches it in the last upstream gate. She takes the win in the quarter-final and progresses through into that semi-final. And alongside will be Caroline Trompeter of Germany. There we have it, confirmation of the third quarter-final result. Laia Sorribes, Caroline Trompeter go through. Stanovska for Slovakia, Kozarog for Slovenia, eliminated. It really shows that start how important the seeding time trial is. That was undertaken yesterday afternoon, and you can get your time trial time as quick as possible. Then throughout the competition, as you progress, you have the choice of lane, and here, because of the narrow nature of the course, having that choice in the middle looks to be favourable. So of course this is the third of four quarterfinals in the women's extreme slalom, and then immediately after that we'll be starting with the men's quarterfinals of this extreme slalom competition. There is the moment that Laia Sorribes snatched away the win from Caroline Trompeter in the last gate. That's the excitement of this extreme slalom. Well, here we have Jessica Fox of Australia, wearing bib number 23. She's already won 2 gold medals here this weekend in the canoe slalom, the women's canoe and the women's kayak. Luca Jones of New Zealand, wearing bib number 7, the top seed. No, apologies. Nikita Setchel here for Great Britain is the top seed in this round. And Martina Wegman for the Netherlands, wearing bib number 18. So Jessica Fox for Australia didn't qualify too well in the time trial, so the seeding isn't in her favour, but can she use her skills as we see this race start? The final quarter-final is about to get underway. And we're racing. Let's see how it goes. Well, Nikita Setchel for Great Britain and Luca Jones for New Zealand get off to the best start. The middle lanes win again, but it's all to play for as they go into the first upstream. Martina Wegman in the yellow boat has snatched it, and Nikita Setchel is left nowhere. So Wegman now leads the way ahead of Luca Jones and Jessica Fox. This is a great quarter-final scrap. And Nikita Setchel, who was the top seed coming in here, has got a lot of work to do. So Martina Wegman now being overtaken, it looks like, by Luca Jones, but pretty much the top three going through together. Setchell a little bit behind for Great Britain. So Luca Jones for New Zealand. Now Jessica Fox for Australia snatches it, and Martina Wegman for the Netherlands in all sorts of trouble. But it is Luca Jones coming through to qualify. But Jessica Fox has been eliminated because of an incorrect Eskimo roll. So it won't be another medal for Jessica Fox on this occasion. Let's just wait for confirmation of that. Just wait for confirmation of the result. I think there's no doubt about it that Luca Jones for New Zealand has won that heat, the quarter-final, and progresses through. But Jessica Fox, it was incorrect information. Jessica Fox does progress through into the next round. So well done, Jessica. It is Nikita Setchell and Martina Wegman who are eliminated at this stage of the competition. We are down to the last 8 through into those women's extreme slalom semi-finals. That was the move that Martina Wegman played there. Superb card there she played. She looked like she was all set to progress through into the semi-finals, and then it all went wrong on the drop. And Nikita Setchell there, bib number 2, just again pushed out on the top of the course after a great start. But that is the thrill of extreme slalom, and that concludes the women's quarter-finals. The last 16, we now know that the last 8 are through, and those 8 will be Martina Satkova of the Czech Republic, Anna Satila of Brazil, Kimberly Woods of Great Britain, Evie Liepvaart of the United States of America, Laia Sorribes of Spain, Caroline Trompeter of Germany, Luca Jones of New Zealand, and Jessica Fox of Australia. So we'll see them soon in those semi-finals. But now the attention turns towards the men's quarter-finals. Again, the last 16 in the men's competition of this extreme slalom. We've already had the heats and of course the time trial yesterday. We'll be getting underway with the men's quarter-finals very soon. In terms of the standings after the first World Cup, well, it's really important to reference this actually, because such is the competition for actually qualifying through into the head-to-head rounds that we've seen World Cup leader and winner of the first World Cup of the season in extreme slalom, Vit Prindis, eliminated in the time trial round. Same with Joe Clark of Great Britain, who was lying in second place in the overall standings. But let's just focus here. That's just confirmation on the screen of those who progressed through into the women's semi-finals in this extreme slalom competition. 4 World Cups across the 2021 season. This is race 3. And next weekend we'll be racing just over the Pyrenees in Pau in France, where we will be having double points up for grabs. And that will add a totally new dimension to the equation in this extreme slalom competition. Same rules for the men and the women. And we do have the world champion Stefan Hengst for Germany racing in the quarter-finals. But here's the start list. So 4 quarter-finals and 16 names. Here's the top half of the draw. Mario Leitner, the top seed in the first round. Then looking in the third round, Stefan Hengst, the world champion of 2019 for Germany. Third in the seeding round. So some names to watch there. And here we are, our first quarter-final of the men's extreme slalom. So Maxime Aubertin of Belgium is our first competitor. 24 is his bib number. Felix Oschmautz of Austria, very popular athlete, 4th at the Olympic Games in Tokyo. And he got a silver medal in the kayak competition here. Mario Leitner, another Austrian, wearing bib number 8. So in theory, the top seed. And then Peter Linkstead of Great Britain. So Peter Linkstead wearing bib number 16. So they're getting ready. They have to hold the paddle with both of their hands on the start. That's part of the rules. If they don't do that, they'll be eliminated. Well, the men's extremes slalom quarterfinals are underway. And look at that, what a good shot there of how much of a squeeze it is after the start. But it's Mario Leitner in the green helmet wearing bid number 8 who gets away well. But what a steal there from Maxime Aubertin of Belgium in the yellow boat wearing bib number 24. So he gets in ahead. So at the moment, it is Mario Leitner wearing bib number 8, who's leading the way. Here we see it down the bottom part of the course, but Felix Oschmautz of Austria wins with bib number 17 now. Takes the roll gate nicely. Then it is Aubertin for Belgium, and Peter Linkstead at the back of the field at the moment. Still the opportunity to steal, though. But it does look like Mario Leitner for Austria is going to be comfortably through into the semi-final. And it is an Austrian 1-2. Felix Oschmautz takes the second place. It looks like Aubertin of Belgium goes third and Peter Linkstead fourth. And that is confirmation. So Leitner for Austria takes the win and comfortably through into the semi-finals, along with countryman Felix Oschmautz wearing bib number 17. There's the confirmation of that result. Maxime Aubertin of Belgium, Peter Linkstead of Great Britain eliminated at this stage of competition. So let's watch the start. A real squeeze as they come through between the rocks. Mario Leitner pops out the front. Never look back from there. So Felix Oschmautz and Mario Leitner pretty much dominated the race. And there was no way back for the Belgium and Peter Linkstead from Great Britain. So just a reminder of the rules, of course. In this part, extreme slalom, you are allowed to touch the competitors. You're also allowed to touch the gates. You're not penalised on the gates as long as you actually negotiate them correctly. So you go round the gates or you go the correct side of the green gates. So the second quarter-final now is about to get underway. And Jakob Grieger, wearing bib number 24, in the green boat. The Olympic silver medalist from Tokyo 2020. And, well, here's the Olympic bronze medalist from Tokyo 2020, wearing bib number 13, Hannes Aigner. Wojciech Heger with the top seeding, so he got to choose his lane first. Bib number 4 for the Czech Republic.
Number 12 of Great Britain, Bradley Forbes-Cryans.
And Bradley Forbes-Cryans for Great Britain, 6th at the Olympic Games. Under starters' orders, the second of our 4 quarter-finals. Well, we're racing, and it looks like Heger has got a good start, but Hannes Aigner has got an even better start, wearing bib number 13 for Germany. Wojciech Heger nearest to us, but Hannes Aigner is the one that gets away first, ahead of Wojciech Heger. Oh, a little bit of tactics there. Hannes Aigner knocking the green gate to upset the others, but Hannes Aigner leads for Germany ahead of Wojciech Heger. It's Bradley Forbes-Cryans in third at the moment, Jakub Grigor for Slovakia in fourth in the green boat. So coming into the roll gate, Hannes Aigner for Germany still leading the way ahead of Heger of the Czech Republic, Forbes-Cryans of Great Britain and Grigor of Slovakia. So they're taking the opposite sides here, and it looks like Heger will snatch it at the finish, but comfortably the first two boats, Wojciech Heger of the Czech Republic and Hannes Aigner of Germany, and eliminated Bradley Forbes-Cryans and Jakub Grigor. There we have it, bib number 4, the winner of the second quarter-final, Wojciech Heger for the Czech Republic. And there's confirmation of that result. Wojciech Heger and Hannes Aigner, well done. You're through to the semi-finals for Czech Republic and Germany, respectively. And it's goodbye at this stage for Bradley Forbes-Cryans and Jakub Grigor. Let's see the replay. So once again, those middle lanes really offering the opportunity to get ahead at the early stages. Hannes Aigner using those, well, that extreme power that propelled him to a bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympic Games. It's a good use there. Bradley Forbes-Cryans trying to sneak in ahead of Wojciech Heger, but it doesn't work for him at this stage of the competition. And there we see Hannes Aigner just trying to unsettle the other competition. I think that's allowed. Here he is. Overall, he finished second, Hannes Aigner of Germany, but through into that semi-final. The roll gate, you have to go a full 360-degree roll. You have to come up on a different side to where you went down. But at the bottom, this is where Hannes Aigner lost the lead. Wojciech Heger got out ahead of him and took the victory in this, the second of our quarterfinals in this men's extreme slalom. It's the ICF Canoe Slalom World Cup. We're live in La Seu de Gel in Spain. And well, what a spectacle in the sunshine here, and enjoying this head-to-head racing and just the intense competition since it was confirmed to be in the Paris 2024 program. Then it's intense just to get through to the knockout stages. So this is the bottom half of the draw, the second part of the draw, the third and fourth quarterfinals. And well, this is our third quarterfinal. Looking very serious indeed. Bib number 22, Michał Pasiut of Poland. Then Jan Rohrer of Switzerland, bib number 11, and it's interesting to note that, well, he's one to watch because he's the junior world champion from 2018 in extreme slalom and won the under-23 world title. But here is the favourite, surely, the 2019 world champion at senior level, Stefan Hengst of Germany. And then Kaelin Friedensen of the United States of America, who is the junior world champion in the extreme slalom in this discipline. So they're under starters' orders, the third quarter-final of the men's extreme slalom. And we're racing. And, well, it's a good start for Kaelin of the United States of America, but it's an even better start from Stefan Hengst of Germany, wearing bib number 3. But let's see who comes out first. Hengst has been squeezed out. So it is bib number 19. It is Kalen Fredrickson of the United States who leads away. And then, well, let's see where we're at. Mikhail Pasiut eliminated from the competition. Incorrect negotiation of gate 1. So as they come into the roll gate, let's see who leads the way. Well, it's all to play for. It is still Fredrickson of the United States going into the upstream left. Jan Rohrer looks like he's been eliminated in some way, may even be injured. Hopefully not seriously injured there. But not quite sure what's going on there, but we'll have a look for the confirmation of that round. But it certainly looks like the junior world champion Kalen Fredrickson of the United States of America is through to the semi-finals. And alongside him it will be Stefan Hengst of Germany, the world champion at senior level from 2019. So here is the start. Interestingly, boat 22, boat 19 got a good start off the ramp, but then squeezed out again. Stefan Hengst went into the first upstream first, along with Kalen Fredrickson of the United States. But there were some big tussles. That's where Mikhail Pasiut was eliminated. He didn't go correctly around the red gate. So the Polish athlete eliminated at that stage of the competition. But lots of changes in order. Stefan Hengst went into the first upstream first, came out third, had a lot of work to do, but he has progressed through into the semi-final. So one more heat to go in this men's extreme slalom quarterfinals. Already we've seen Mario Leitner, Felix Oschmalz, Wojciech Heger, Hannes Eigner, and now Kalen Fredrickson and Stefan Hengst through into the semi-finals. There, our winner, Kalen Fredrickson of the United States, confirmed as the winner of the third quarterfinal heat. And there we have it in a graphic. Stefan Hengst, the world champion of 2019, qualifies through into the semi-final, and Jan Rohrer and Mikhail Pasiut eliminated at this stage of the competition. So one more quarter-final to go in this men's extreme slalom, and another big-name field. 4 boats head-to-head, and Mathieu Biedzitso of France, wearing bib number 15 in the red boat.
Number 7 of France as well.
And Boris Neveu of France, a world champion in canoe slalom. Seeded highest in theory here, Manuel Munch of Switzerland, wearing bib number 2. So he was second fastest in the time trial, so he gets to choose the lane first.
Right, bib number 10 of New Zealand, Finn Butcher.
And then Finn Butcher of New Zealand, wearing bib number 10. Only 2 boats will progress through to the semi-final, and they're under starters' orders. Well, we're racing in the final of the quarter-finals here, and well, it looks like Boris Neveu squeezed out our competitor on the end, Biedzitso. So it's almost France, squeezed out France. That was a little harsh, but that's extreme slalom racing for you. So it is, at the moment, Neveu leading ahead of Munch. Then it is Biedzitso wearing bib number 15, and Finn Butcher for New Zealand bringing up the rear as they come down towards the roll gate section. Boris Neveu goes under the roll gate, comfortably through. Now over the drop, Niagara. Manuel Munch is lying in second place, bib number 2, but there's been a change in the order. Butcher for New Zealand is trying to sneak out. It is comfortably Maurice Neveu of France through. Manuel Munch of Switzerland goes in second place. Finn Butcher has picked up well, he's eliminated because he didn't negotiate the final upstream correctly. But there is our winner. Through to the semi-final, Maurice Neveu of France, the world champion of 2014 in canoe slalom. Manuel Munch progresses into the semi-final, and we have to say goodbye at this stage to Mathieu Biadzizo of France and Finn Butcher of New Zealand. So it is very cutthroat racing here. Let's watch Maurice Neveu squeeze out his countryman on the start here as he forces Mathieu Biadzizo into the rocks. But it is Manuel Munch who gets to the first upstream first. Finn Butcher very nearly managed to squeeze him out. But in the end, it was Munch of Switzerland who qualified through, albeit in second place. But that seeding, that number 2 seeding, will help him in that semi-final. He'll get to choose the lane draw on the ramp, which does seem to prefer those 2 middle lanes. The outside lanes are not very favourable from what I've seen so far. So there is the race winner of the 4th quarter-final in this men's extreme slalom, Maurice Neveu. And here are the results. So through to the semi-final 1 of the men's extreme slalom, Wojciech Heger, Mario Leitner, Hannes Eigner and Felix Oschmautz. And semi-final 2 will see Manuel Munch, Stefan Hengst, Maurice Neveu and Kalen Friedensen race it out for just 4 spots in the final. Head-to-head racing. I hope you're enjoying this extreme slalom, this new format. And as we progress towards the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and of course we've got the World Championships in 3 weeks' time in Bratislava, Slovakia. Of course we'll be crowning a new world champion there. But now the focus turns back to the women's kayak extreme slalom. And it's semi-final time. Here is the start list of the semi-finals. 8 boats in the semi-finals, and we've got to get it down to 4 for those finals. Well, here's the still a junior, Avi Liebfarth of the United States of America, wearing bib number 20. She's a junior world champion in canoe slalom. Kimberly Woods, back from the Olympic Games, where she finished 10th in the women's kayak competition for Great Britain. Martina Satkova of the Czech Republic, wearing bib number 8. And last but not least, Ana Chatila of Brazil, wearing bib number 17. So the top seed, in theory, is Kimberly Woods of Great Britain. But this is extreme slalom. Anything can happen. And we're racing. It's semi-finals time of the women's extreme slalom, and it's a best start for Martina Satkova of the Czech Republic, wearing bib number 8. Kimberly Woods a little bit squeezed out, but she does get into the upstream, but it looks like a foul potentially for Kimberly Woods. I think she hasn't quite negotiated that correctly. And what it does mean, I think, is Avi Liebfarth for the United States of America has sneaked through into the race lead. She has indeed. Then it is Martina Satkova of the Czech Republic, Ana Chatila of Brazil, and the favourite, or the top seed you could say, Kimberly Woods of Great Britain, has been pushed right out of the mix. Liebfarth of the United States now coming up to the roll gate. Comfortably through. Satkova for the Czech Republic in second place. Remember, only 2 spots in the final. Oh, in the first 2. Lead path is low. Satkova gets to take the... Well, she'll take the win, but it's all down to it. And it looks like at the last, Anna Shatila for Brazil has snatched it from Evie Leadpath of the United States of America. And, well, it was tactics in the last gate that secured that. But there's no doubt about the winner. Martina Satkova for the Czech Republic. You are in the final. And there we have it, confirmation. Anna Shatila of Brazil is our second finalist, and Evie Leadpath, who led going over the bottom drop, came out third for the United States of America. And, well, that's the excitement of extreme slalom. Let's watch it here. Kimberly Woods, a little bit squeezed. And it is Satkova for the Czech Republic who leads the way. Now let's watch as Satkova goes into the upstream. Anna Shatila, wearing number 17, trying to force her way in and out first. But a careful punt off the wall. And it is Evie Leadpath. You can see in the background, Kimberly Woods just stuck in the eddy. She didn't manage to go round the upstream gate correctly, and that eliminated her. So Leadpath was comfortably in the lead, heading towards the drop. Here we see it. But both the first 2 decided to go into the same upstream. Leadpath was low, and Satkova needed no invitation to sneak in ahead. And Anna Shatila nailed the other upstream and took second place and the second place into the final. So it is Martina Satkova for the Czech Republic, Anna Shatila for Brazil, our first 2 finalists, and now we're into the second semi-final. 2 more places up for grabs in that women's extreme slalom final. Jessica Fox of Australia wearing bib number 23, already 2 gold medals this weekend. Can she make it 3? Well, she's got to get through to the final. Caroline Trompeter of Germany wearing bib number 19. Leading the World Cup standings, in theory, based on the fact that people above her are not competing. Luca Jones of New Zealand, the top seed, number 7. And Laia Sorribes of Spain, wearing number 22. Here are our 4 competitors for just 2 places in the final. Go, 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 we're racing. And Luca Jones gets a great start for New Zealand. And it is Jessica Fox of Australia who's squeezed out at the back. So at the moment it is Jones for New Zealand. Gets out comfortably. Sorribes for Spain in the blue boat is struggling. But it looks like now Trompeter of Germany and Jessica Fox of Australia going down together. But there's no doubt who is leading this. Luca Jones leading the way for New Zealand. Caroline Trompeter wearing bib number 19 now in second place. Jessica Fox for Australia in third. Laia Sorribes for Spain in 4th. Looking for a different tactic here. Trompeter and then Fox. Then Sorribes rolling under the roll gate. Luca Jones now. She mustn't lose her concentration at the bottom. Now let's see if there's a steal at the bottom going on. There isn't. It's comfortably through. Jones wins for New Zealand. Trompeter is second for Germany. And Jessica Fox actually looks like she may have had a foul on the last gate, so it may well be Laia Sorribes of Spain who is third, and Jessica Fox is 4th. So it won't be a 3rd gold medal for Jessica Fox of Australia, but great to see the Olympic, well, double Olympic medalist from Tokyo, double gold medalist from here, racing in this exciting new event for the Olympic programme. But there's the result. Luca Jones through to the final alongside Caroline Trompeter of Germany. So Luca Jones never really looked back from that great start. Laia Salibas here had all sorts of problems in this first gate. She went in comfortably in second into the first upstream and left comfortably last. Here we see a great tussle between Jessica Fox and Caroline Trompeter. Jessica Fox getting pushed onto the rocks. It's interesting the mindset the athletes have to remember. They are allowed to hit the gates. They can knock them out of the way, having spent years of practices in canoe slalom, where it's not the best idea to touch the poles and pick up penalties. So we're watching the ICF Canoe Slalom Extreme Slalom competition, the semi-finals, and we now know our 4 finalists. Martina Satkova of the Czech Republic, Anna Satila of Brazil, Luca Jones of New Zealand, and Caroline Trompeter of Germany. There we have it. So Evie Liebfarth, Kimberly Woods, Laia Salibas and Jessica Fox eliminated at the semi-final stage of the competition. And that final will be up straight after the men's semi-finals. And here are the men's semi-finals, the 2 heats for the semi-finals. 8 boats still to go, only 4 places in that final. Wojciech Heger, Mario Leitner, Hannes Aigner and Felix Oschmaus. They will lead the way in our first semi-final. Felix Oschmaus of Austria, 4th at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Mario Leitner of Austria wearing bib number 8 and the top seed, so he's obviously chosen his lane first. He fancies that lane there. Wojciech Heger of the Czech Republic. Sorry, I was incorrect. It's Wojciech who is the top seed with bib number 4, so he chose that lane. And then Hannes Aigner of Germany, bronze medalist from the Tokyo Games. In fact, and from the London Games as well. He took a bronze for Germany. So they're getting ready. This is semi-final time. Only 2 spots on this race into that final. And we're racing. And it's a good start for Wojciech Heger, number 4, but he's not able to actually get his paddle in. And it's Hannes Aigner of Germany who leads into the first upstream gate. Mario Leitner steals it on the upstream right. And it's Oschmaus and Leitner having a battle for second place, but there's no doubt about the first place at the moment. Hannes Aigner for Germany is out in front. Then it's Oschmaus, then it's Leitner. And at the back, it's the top seed, Wojciech Heger for the Czech Republic as they come towards the roll gate. Aigner cleanly through. The 2 Austrian boats through together, but it looks like Leitner had a better roll. Oschmaus was a little bit sticky coming up. Now, can Heger of the Czech Republic steal it? He's going to go for it. Well, it looks like he's doing his best, but it looks like the upstream right worked out. And it's Hannes Aigner is confirmed as our first finalist. Mario Leitner for Austria is our second finalist. And it's actually then Felix Oschmaus of Austria, because Wojciech Heger of the Czech Republic has a fault on the last gate. No doubt there, though, our race winner, Hannes Aigner for Germany, in the black helmet there, wearing bib number 13, through into the Extreme Slalom final. And there's confirmation of that result. Mario Leitner joins Hannes Aigner in the final for Austria. And it's unfortunately goodbye at this stage for Felix Oschmaus for Austria and Wojciech Heger of the Czech Republic. Let's watch Wojciech, bib number 4 here. He gets a good start, but he just can't get his paddle in. And you can see he gets squeezed out. Hannes Aigner took every advantage of that and never looked back from the first upstream gate. There we see Mario Leitner stealing it in the upstream gate. And again, then that set up a great battle between Leitner and Oschmautz throughout the middle part of the course. And well, we'll get a good view. Watch the two Austrians, bib number 17, bib number 8, as they go into the roll. Because Leitner, we don't get to see that, but Leitner was far, far better on the roll. And that made all the difference. So that's the completion of the first of the two semi-finals here in this men's extreme canoe slalom competition. Here, the third World Cup race of the 2021 ICF canoe slalom season. The fourth race will conclude with the World Cup final in Pau in France next weekend, and there's double points up for grabs in that competition. So our second semi-final, and our first competitor wearing bib number 19 is Kalen Friedensen of the United States. Then Stefan Hengst of Germany in that distinctive red full-face helmet, bib number 3. Manuel Munch of Switzerland, who was second in the time trial. So he got to choose the lane first. And then finally, bib number 7, Boris Neveu of France, makes up the starting point. So they get ready. Hengst, the world champion in the red helmet, 2019. But, well, this is a strong field here. Friedensen, a junior world champion in this event as well. And we're racing. It looks like Neveu of France has got a great start. Friedensen squeezed out on the rocks at the back there. So it's Munch in second place. Oh, and a bit of a beating there for Boris Neveu. And Munch is in and out of the first upstream and extending the lead. So Munch leading the way. Neveu is now in second place. Then it's Friedensen, and the world champion of 2019, Stefan Hengst, was really squeezed out on the first upstream gate. So let's see as they approach the roll gate. Manuel Munch, wearing bib number 2, is our race leader. Boris Neveu of France in the purple and green boat is in second place. Then Friedensen and Hengst are together as they go through the roll gate. Can anyone sneak something in here? Well, it looks like Manuel Munch has got in and out of the upstream well. Boris Neveu of France joins Manuel Munch into the final. And the world champion of 2019, Stefan Hengst of Germany, eliminated at this stage of the competition, along with Kalen Friedensen of the United States. Well, there was a lot of contact in that semi-final, but there's the result. Manuel Munch for Switzerland goes through alongside Boris Neveu of France, and Kalen Friedensen and Stefan Hengst eliminated in the semi-final stage. There, Boris Neveu got the best start. Stefan Hengst in the red helmet really squeezed out. But Manuel Munch, after the first upstream, never looked back. So we now know our 4 finalists in this men's extreme slalom competition. Hannes Eigner will line up for Germany alongside Mario Leitner of Austria, Manuel Munch of Switzerland, and Boris Neveu of France. 4 different nations racing it out for the medals. And that will be up straight after the women's extreme slalom final. So as we look at this great course here in the Pyrenees, here are the results from the semi-final. Hannes Eigner, Mario Leitner, Manuel Munch, Boris Neveu, all through into the final. And we say goodbye to Oschmautz, Heger, Friedensen and Hengst at this stage of the competition. Well, that's going to be a strong final. and that final will be up very shortly. But first, our attention will go to the women's kayak final. So this course is just such an iconic venue. So convenient. It's really close to the town centre of the town of La Seu. Well, it's actually a city of La Seu d'Urgell in the foothills of the Pyrenees, and just a few miles down the road from Andorra. As we wait for the women's kayak extreme slalom final. So in shot there, Luca Jones of New Zealand, wearing bib number 7. She's the top seed, so as the fastest in the seeding round, the time trial. She gets to choose her lane. She gets to choose first. So there, she's been consistent with most people's decisions there. She takes the second from the right as we look at it in terms of the cameras. Then Martina Satkova gets the next choice. Again, goes for the middle for the Czech Republic. So these boats are much more robust than the carbon composite boats that used in canoe slalom. Shorter, heavier, and they must be 18 kilos minimum weight. Of course, the canoe slalom, the minimum weight is 9 kilos, those composite boats. So then Anna Shatila has chosen, wearing number 17, to go on the right-hand side as we look at it. And then Caroline Trumpeter of Germany, wearing bib number 19. There we see her in shot. She'll be just fitting in. The athletes inside the boat, they'll have footrests, but they'll also have knee braces. And just as they get in, making sure that they're as connected as they can be to the boat. That enables them to have the agility and deliver the power. It's no good delivering the power through the paddle if it doesn't transfer to forward speed of the boat. So there's Anna Shatila making sure her spray deck is well and truly attached. There's always a danger when you go off a ramp like this that it pops off, but as long as it's on correctly, no problems at all. So this is the women's kayak extreme slalom final here at the 3rd World Cup of the ICF Canoe Slalom World Cup season. And our first competitor, Caroline Trumpeter of Germany, wearing bib number 19. Martina Satkova of the Czech Republic, wearing bib number 8.
Bib number 7 of New Zealand, Luca Jones.
Luca Jones of New Zealand, technically the top seed in this competition, wearing bib number 7.
And bib number 17 of Brazil, Anna Shatila.
And Anna Shatila of Brazil, wearing bib number 17. So we're ready in this, the final of the women's extreme slalom here in Sale. And we're underway with racing, and it's a great start for Luca Jones of New Zealand. It's neck and neck between Satkova and Shatila in the blue boats, but Luca Jones, well, Luca Jones is squeezed out on the first upstream gate. That was a great move from Martina Satkova of the Czech Republic. She's now leading ahead of Luca Jones as they come under the bridge section. Now Martina Satkova leading ahead of Luca Jones and Caroline Trumpeter. They're neck and neck. And at the moment, at the back, it is Anna Shatila for Brazil. So going under the roll gate first, it is Martina Satkova. Then very little to choose between these athletes. Luca Jones in second place. Oh, is that an incorrect negotiation by Caroline Trumpeter? We have a pile-up in the final. And, well, Luca Jones has held on there. She is in and out of the upstream gate. I think it's Martina Satkova who will take the win ahead of Luca Jones of New Zealand, then Anna Shatila and Caroline Trumpeter. is, well, forced out. She didn't negotiate the final upstream gate correctly. Wow, what a pile-up there. But it is, I think, Martina Satkova for the Czech Republic who takes the win. That looks like our podium here. And confirmation there that Martina Satkova of the Czech Republic takes gold here in Seoul in the 3rd World Cup of the season in this extreme slalom competition. 2nd place, Luca Jones of New Zealand. Here we have it, and takes the silver medal, and it's a bronze medal for Brazil's Ana Chatila. Well, that was a great final. Luca Jones got a great start. Well, we'll see it on the slow-mo. She got a great start, but she was squeezed out in that first upstream. Here we go. Luca Jones gets a really dry launch into the water. And she goes into the first upstream gate first. Here we see it. Martina Satkova, look, gets the inside line, sneaks around, comes out first. So Satkova of the Czech Republic never really looked back after that. But the bottom part of the course was where it all happened. All 4 boats choosing to go into the upstream right at the bottom of the course. And there just simply wasn't enough room. Here we see it. It's a bit of a pile-up. But actually, ultimately, it was Caroline Trompeter of Germany who was forced out. You can see her dropping off the back of the eddy. Martina Satkova going off to the left there. She's done the gate. She's after the finish. And then Luca Jones keeping her cool to take the silver medal. There are medalists from left to right. Gold, Satkova of the Czech Republic. Silver, Jones of New Zealand. And then just off shot, Ana Chatila of Brazil taking the bronze. Well, that was an exciting finale for the women's kayak extreme slalom here in La Seu. And let's see if we're going to have the same kind of battles in this, the men's kayak extreme slalom final. Here are our 4 boats lined up. In theory, the top seed, Manuel Munch of Switzerland, he got to choose his lane first because he was the fastest of the finalists in the time trial. So Germany's Hannes Eigner wearing bib number 13 on the left-hand side of the ramp as we look at it.
Bib number 7 of France, Boris Neveu.
Then Boris Neveu of France, world champion. In fact, Hannes Eigner's a world champion as well. So 2 world champions on the left-hand side of the ramp in canoe slalom. Manuel Munch of Switzerland wearing bib number 2, the top seed. That only helped him choose his lane.
And bib number 8 of Austria, Mario Leitner.
And last but not least, Mario Leitner of Austria, wearing bib number 8. And that distinctive green helmet. So this is the men's extreme slalom final here in the 3rd World Cup of the ICF Canoe Slalom World Cup season. Who is going to take gold? Not long to wait.
Ready?
Well, we're racing, and what a good start for Manuel Munch of Switzerland, wearing bib number 2. He is out of the blocks as well. Boris Neveu, wearing bib number 7 for France, is in and out tidily as well. Neck and neck, and it's Neveu who looks to be getting the advantage as they... Well, Manuel Munch has been squeezed out. So Munch will be eliminated, and it is Boris Neveu of France now, ahead of Mario Leitner in the green helmet, wearing bib number 8. Let's see how things go. Manuel Munch, there, confirmation that he was eliminated. He didn't negotiate the green gate correctly. So it is Boris Neveu of France leading the way, ahead of Mario Leitner of Austria. Then it is Hannes Eigner of Germany. And, well, Boris Neveu is okay. He's in and out. Mario Leitner looks like he's in and out. And it is the gold medal to Boris Neveu of France. There is our extreme slalom winner here in La Seu d'Urgell, the third World Cup of the season. Boris Neveu takes the gold, and I think Mario Leitner takes the silver medal. And it could well be Manuel Munch, although eliminated. I think Hannes Aigner of Germany also had a fault. So we'll just wait for that confirmation. But there's no doubt about the winner of the men's extreme slalom final. Here it is. Boris Neveu of France takes the gold. It's Mario Leitner for silver and for Austria, and Manuel Munch for Switzerland, who takes the bronze medal here. What a competition. And, well, Manuel Munch had a great start, but it was Boris Neveu that came out on top overall. Let's watch it. Nothing could stop Manuel Munch at the start, but look at the power that Boris Neveu looks down as he comes into the upstream, the first upstream on this 6-gate course. Oh, it's fairly brutal. Here we see another angle of the top. Mario Leitner really kebabbing Manuel Munch. Then this is where it all went wrong for Manuel Munch of Switzerland. Boris Neveu correctly negotiating the gate, and Munch squeezed out. And from there was no holding him back. Boris Neveu just able to make sure he took care of the roll and of the last gate. So Hannes Aigner, after being pretty dominant through the rounds, just has to settle for 4th place. Just got squeezed out to the top and never really got back into the race, and settles for 4th place. So there we have it. That's the result. Boris Neveu, the champion, and hopefully we'll get to speak to the gold medalist from the women's extreme slalom.
Congratulations, Martina, you're extreme slalom World Cup winner. How does it feel?
The feeling is so good because I didn't expect it. I was so happy to make a final, and finally I felt on the water so good. But the race decided in the last upstream gate. Till the time I was on the 1st position, but overall it almost changed. But I'm so happy. It was such a fun, and yeah, I really enjoy it, and hopefully in Po, maybe one more time. Thanks.
So there's a reminder of the women's kayak extreme slalom final. It was Martina Satkova who took the honours for the Czech Republic, ahead of Luca Jones of New Zealand and Anna Satila for Brazil. Well, we've had some exciting racing here, and of course we've just seen the culmination of the men's extreme slalom as well. It's just some slow-mo shots of the various rounds we've had. And we'll go live in just a moment to speak with Boris Neveu, the winner of the men's extreme slalom.
Congratulations, Boris. You won the World Cup race. Which was the crucial moment, in your opinion?
I don't know. It's hard to say because it was a big fight during all the run. But for sure, I think the start is one of the most important part. And I did a not perfect one, but a good one. And so I was first. And after, it was easy to stay first and to have a best line. Thanks.
So Boris Naveau, the World Cup champion of race 3 here in La Seu de Hel in Spain. So it is Czech Republic, Martina Satkova takes the honours in the women's extreme slalom. It is France's Boris Naveau who takes the honours in the men's extreme slalom. So we now have our 6 gold medalists from this World Cup 3 competition. It's been a great competition here on the south side of the Pyrenees here in Spain. And of course, next weekend, we have the World Cup final and we'll be live on Planet Canoe from the north side of the Pyrenees in Pau in France. And of course, it's the World Cup final, so it's double points and we'll crown the World Cup champions of 2021. So from me, Andy Maddock, it's goodbye for now, but we'll see you next weekend for the World Cup final in Pau.